This video is to talk about how the laws are not done away with. How can I say that? Because I have scriptural proof. First, let me give you my personal opinion. When Yahushua, Jesus Christ, was here on earth, was the New Testament written out yet? If your answer is no, you have to ask yourself, well, what was he teaching from? He was teaching from the Torah, which they call the Old Testament now. So if he was teaching from the Torah, the Old Testament, what was in the Torah? The laws and the prophets, correct? So if the laws and the prophets were in the Old Testament, shouldn't we still be holding on to the things of the Old Testament and the prophets? Then you have to ask yourself things like, if we follow the 10 commandments from the Old Testament, how is it that all the other commandments that are there are something that we don't follow? Like the Levitical laws, the dietary laws, and so forth and so forth. In the New Testament, in Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, we see that Jesus says, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill." Now, does fulfilling the laws mean that they're done away with? God forbid. We also see this in Revelations, that the laws are not done away with, because why would Yahushua be coming back with a sword to kill people if the laws don't matter? He's coming back to kill who? Those that do not keep the law. Just think about that for a minute. With that being said, I now want to take you to Romans chapter 3 and verse 31, where Paul says, and this version I'm reading is in the KJV. I'm going to read a couple of other versions as well. "Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yea, we establish the law." To establish something is to what? To institute, to make firm or stable. So if we institute or make firm or stable the law, that means we keep it fully. We also have other scriptures that you could look at, like John 14 and 15. "If ye love me, keep my commandments." Not command as to one, but commandments with the S, meaning plural, meaning multiple. I want to share with y'all the same scripture from Romans 3 and 31, but from the version of the NRSVUE, and it reads, "Do we then overthrow the law through this faith? By no means. On the contrary, we uphold the law." I also want to read the same scripture from the GNT version as well. Does this mean that by this faith we do away with the law? Not at all. Instead, we uphold the law. You also have other scriptures like James chapter 2 verse 20 to 21 that show us our works, which are keeping the commandments, are very important. I hope that this was edifying to you, and it now gives you clarity that none of the laws are done away with and we have to keep them. Peace.